impossible. No, 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 no. Will withhold any good thing from you. Say, is there anything too hard
Exciting
for the Lord?
29 and a half minutes of community conversation brought to you by Bovell Belt Bonds and LCBC. Right before I get started, ladies and gentlemen, let me say something to a phenomenal young lady out there, Deneen Tickles, which is a beautiful fiance. She has been doing hair for over 20 years. She is looking for a stylist, and she can tell you all the good things about that. Please contact the shop number at 691-7800. That's 691-7800. Again, that's 691. Get your pencils and papers. 7800. And she's looking for a stylist. She can tell you about all the good perks and stuff that come with it. And trust me, if you want to be your own boss and your own supervisor and just take on your own managerial style of doing things, especially when it comes to hair and making sure a shop runs comfortable, then you should be picking up your phone, giving her a call, and or leaving a message if you get the answer machine. So please call my beautiful lady, Deneen Tickles. I was going to say her first name and her middle name at the same time. Without
Deneen
further
Tickles,
ado, here
and
at
she
Conversation,
will
assist you. Please
welcome back.
And, ladies and gentlemen, when I say welcome back, this is not like welcome back Carter, but this is like a welcome back sector that has a continuality and has a sequel and has everything that goes with good brothers and good people who are trying to do something good for you. And when I say good for you, neither one of us discriminate against color, creed, ethnicity, or culture. We help those who are in need of help. But we help those who help themselves, who help others, and also support and help us as well. Now, as we go through this thing called the political process, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have another 4 years of what or how things are going to be done in the city of Wilmington. I can't cast or throw any stones right now because I want to give everybody a fair chance. I want to say thank you to the candidate that did win in the officer of mayor, and I pray that when he takes on his seat in January, that he does the job that we look forward for him to do to benefit all. And to all the other winners, one thing we don't do, we don't hate. We know that there's a political process and system in place where they want those who they want in office to do what they want to get done. Let's just hope that we, the people, don't get sold out in the shortcomings of they're taking their office. And that's that. To me, I'm saying a lot there, and it really, it touches me, and I know my guest probably feels the same way. Again, I want to welcome back Brother Dwight Davis.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Bovell.
Anytime.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Brother Dwight, I do want you to expand on a magnificent event. I know we had 2 weeks before we came back to really talk about it, but, it's been exciting to talk about it. They say even though it was low in numbers there, it was definitely high in intensity and in volume and in information, and people that was there who's going to spread that information. And there were some pretty good, good figureheads there that I've noticed, Brother Ty and Brother Johnson. There was a couple other brothers and sisters there absorbing and expunging this information, and you did a fabulous job, which saved your feet from the fire. But ladies and gentlemen, look for more from Brother Dwight, and I want him to go ahead and expand about this successful event. Thanks again for having something
First of all,
like that.
thank you so much, Mr. Bovell,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
for having me in this community conversation. Let me just say that I think that one of the things in looking back at the political season that we're in, we need to understand that higher than any elected or appointed official is a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
The citizen is first and foremost in this democratic type of system that we have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, we take our hats off to those that have stepped up, but we believe that an informed citizen is our best customer. And so I just wanted to thank you so much for having me here. We had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful workforce investment conference. It started at about 10:30 on a Saturday afternoon, and it went all the way to 5.
Oh, amen. Good job.
We want to tip our hats and thank the Delaware Workforce Investment Board, Gwen Jones, the executive director, and Bill Potter, our assistant. They did a phenomenal job. They came, they only were scheduled to make a presentation for an hour and a half. They stayed over 2 hours.
Okay.
If you want to hear any parts of their presentation, you can go on Facebook and Twitter because parts of that is already up online for you to
Wow,
see.
excellent.
You know, you as well, Mr. Bova, we want to thank you for your presentation. As we mentioned, we had leaders and service providers and business people that made presentations throughout the entire day. And we knew that it was a Saturday, so we weren't expecting people to stay all day with us. So many came, they made their presentations, they asked questions, and we want to thank Talib Salam, who did the video, as well as Floyd Van Riper, who took the photographs, and he's going to be we're going to be putting those photographs in like a moving picture type of phenomenon. So I just want to thank the Delaware Workforce Investment Board. I also want to thank John McMahon, who is the secretary of the Department of Labor. Many of you may not be aware, but Governor Markell issued an executive order, and this executive order was for each of his departments throughout the state of Delaware to hold listening forums to permit citizens to be able to question any regulations that they thought that might be eliminated or should be eliminated or expanded upon or is not working. He gave us an opportunity, and we seized on that opportunity as well. We did make a presentation before the Delaware Department of Labor, and we're in the process now of making a presentation. At least we're putting together a format to bring in the Delaware Health and Social Services. So it's important that the services that citizens pay their taxes for, and those that are in need, that these services are brought to where the people can get them. And that's what the importance of our Workforce Investment Conference was.
Well, you know, again, I want to extend a level of gratuity to the community, those who did not come and those who did come, to Brother Dwight and the masjid that allowed you to host.
Muslim Center of Wilmington.
I'm sorry, Muslim Center of Wilmington
yes,
to allow the event to be a successful event. So they surrendered their Saturday for the community. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you how significantly important it is to participate in workshops. If you want to know what to do or how to go about when it comes to work, when it comes to filling out application, when it comes to information to apply to resumes and or information to seek for jobs, workshops are very significant and very important to attend. And especially when people such as Brother Dwight, people such as Mr. Ciro Adams, and such as the people from the Delaware Unemployment Office who came by to give up their free time and their Saturdays for you to take this information and sponge it and absorb it and apply it to the areas and the demographics of what you need to get done so you can be a productive citizen and or get back in the workforce. A lot of times, and then I think there was either someone that was there that even spoke about the prisons or the adaptability coming from prison in the transition. Can you expand on that?
We had presentations on reentry.
Reentry, that's what it was. Okay.
Reentry, and Brother Kurt Lacey, formerly with the Hope Commission.
Okay.
He gave an excellent presentation. You mentioned Ciro Adams. This was my first time really meeting Ciro. But Ciro Adams is a certified public accountant that's a part of the Santorum group. And he gave an excellent presentation on the differences between private sector accounting and governmental accounting.
Okay.
He expanded upon that, so he brought his expertise. You know, we had Sister Wahida Shabazz. She came and she made her presentation on charter schools for like first grade through the seventh grade. My brother, Charles, he gave an excellent presentation on utilizing the internet to market your businesses. So he did a social media type of a workforce. And so we, like I mentioned, we were there all day long, and people came and they offered. We even had people that came after we stopped videotaping that still wanted to make presentations and be a part of what we're trying to give.